Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. If you're here with me in the Discord, YouTube, Kick, or X chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have National SW Prime Cap, Master Rick. Good morning to you, Hockey Shane, Cube Q, Jay Lush, Kenny U, Brian, J Prouse, Sid, Stan, Nick. Good morning. Rips Mod, Picky Anya, Scott H, Freddie, Denver Cubs, Paul Yoon, Ray Williams, Richard Harris in the building, Kelly Kaufman. Good morning to you, Nico, Kirk. Oh my goodness, everybody's over on Kick this morning. My God. Slow down. Bonafides, Day Trader Rick, Roxrod, Coach Steve, Deadcat Bounce, Yama, Lucky, Rhino Trader, Fenster, Day Trader Rick, Lapsiak, Donut Hedge, Zona Hedge, Haliok, Peter. More to you, Chubu, Pedro, Dexter, Tom W, J Prowse, Pocket Aces, Fat Elvis, Brian Johnson, Navy Guy, Monty Cell, Stoli, TDG. Good morning to you, Woots, Sander DBE, L Rap, Sparta Nick, Airmark, BF, good morning, GTR, Foxy, Master of the Candle, Cube Q, Pudsy, Kingpin, Focus Chan, G Carroll, Cat Nads, Fireman, Lucky, Tito, Matt, Noah Schwartz, JP, Frank, Andreas, Ali Rose, Evil Genius, Blink Shot, Tito, Slow Me, Black Amex, Never Win, OVO, Bree Stalker, Wilhelm, Evil Genius, G Carroll, good morning. Joe Arrow, Nico, George Marco, good morning. Trend Seeker, Matt Edward, God Wreck, UMax, R Dutton, Haas Nuts in the building. Nico, K-Jun, Lamar, more to you. Cat Nads, Chart Hustle, Tread Seeker, Farron, Pork Chop. What's happening? Greenway, props for him for keeps. Good morning to you, ML, to Moki, to Family Griffin, ML, Gab, G-Man, good morning. Anthony, All In, Johnny. What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? We are pushing up here. Back to all-time highs we go. Just a little 75 handle rally here off those 130s. I didn't catch a single lick of that. We are just busting it wide open here. Nvidia is making its return back to probably balance at 187. Be curious to see if that can actually hold. Be lovely to see that. There is not a lot of news coming out today, so it's going to be a very slow news session, which means that it opens up the market to be very thin and attacked by basically anybody. What's up, John? Zealous 4K, good morning. Matt, 4 a.m. pre-market got clocked minus 500. That's okay. Just a couple bucks. Don't sweat it. Currently pushing up at all-time highs here. Are you going to see the Mr. Olympia? I don't know what that means. You see the AMD news? Yeah, that was insane. AMD news was when I was not even at my charts. Would have been lovely for that. Would have been super dope to be able to be at my terminal for that one. Yeah, Nvidia is still pushing though. Definitely could see some continuation above all-time highs here with that. Just sort of slow and grindy here. The no news thing makes this a catalyst for just kind of extending ad infinitum here. Made more last week than the whole September. I'm sitting on my hands today unless I see something too good not to take. I love that. Good discipline and patience there. I think there is an open AI presentation today at some point too. I think I read about that in their Discord. No data releases till the 20th? Oh, I don't know about that. Mini Tesla car news? I haven't heard about that either. Folks got to fill me in on that. There is some overhead interest at 6,800 here in the S&Ps. Nvidia is really kind of the only mover here outside of AMD. Nvidia is giving up those lows that we saw below 184. So we'll be curious to see if we have kind of a pullback here and anything to potentially jump on. Thanks, QQ, for the gifted. Appreciate that. Yeah, the OpenAI news was relative to AMD, which caused the dip in Nvidia, but Nvidia is now picking back up the slack here. So we are comfortably auctioning right now above 25,200. Slight pullback in the S&Ps. Do wonder if that was a pullback that we could potentially try something on one of the prop firms like Funding Ticks or something like that. That 8 a.m. displacement is totally normal too, because we have algorithms that are turning on. We just wonder if it's going to be short-lived or not. Checking on S&Ps here. And we are still bursting up. Really is contingent upon whether or not Nvidia wants to retake above 187 here. Right now looking pretty strong. Pull up AMD's chart here so you can see. It's a very massive ripper there. Traumatic for anybody who is short the stock. It's just ridiculous if you're shorting that. What's up, Yanix? Absolutely hate when market expands right before NY. Yeah, I mean, tell AMD to chill out on releasing their announcements while we're all sleeping. So a lot of movement here from NQ, not much movement out of the S&Ps. S&Ps are still trying to get comfortably above the 6790 flat. Like I said, I want to see if there's anything that I can try it along with the Funding Ticks account, or maybe even Project X, Tradeify. Still watching Nvidia here. Would love to see like a nice pullback slam, but I don't think it's going to come. Still is perking up. What's up, Cash? Yeah, really stepping into this here. Definitely some big squeezing now. Absolutely zero pullback. All right, watching to see if there's anything maybe below 25 here on this pullback. Nvidia's still surging. 250 is a pretty decent target if we can continue this bullish uptrend in both the S&P and the NAS. Watching now on this pullback here. Pedal to the floor, finger. Seems pretty accurate. All right, let's see if we can jump into anything here. I'm long in my funding ticks, looking for an upside target here of towards 50. Watching for this huge breakout. I think also above at 6,800 to be tapped up there would be lovely as well. Targeting like 46 quarters here. Nice little exchange over 40s. New Yeet leaderboard today? Yeah, definitely. Just working with getting the SSL certificate live on something. So high was up here at 41 halves. If we sweep this liquidity up towards 35 and start really pushing into that, I think that the extension potentially leading us all the way to 6,800 in the S&Ps makes a lot of sense. Because that was a lot of stops being displaced above basically 67.90 evens. And right now, the Nvidia is right above VWAP, so if we hold that push above VWAP, it can definitely get a little bit spicy. Pulling back here, still pulling back. Yeah, AMD news is huge. Getting a little bit of a slight pullback, but continuing their trajectory here. AMD news is that OpenAI is investing into them. They want to bring them in basically to the AI cloud. They want to have more exposure, so. All good news. Did anybody get invited to Sora 2, by the way? Nice. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I think it's good, but it's not as good as like what those demos were showing. Like, it's very crisp and very clear, but I can still see like some of the videos that are being generated are still pretty obvious, which is fine. That's the worst AI is ever going to be. That's the worst that type of AI generation is ever going to be. So cool to see that. It's crazy. It's like a TikTok feed, but it's only AI videos. It's wild. So they're saying they're going to have tens of billions of dollars in annual AI revenue starting in 2027, according to AMD on a call right now, which is generally pretty big. Back below 6790 here in the S&Ps. We're 10 minutes away from the bottom of the hour. I think we'll get some more algorithms being turned on then. We are currently looking at what looks like to be a blow off top right around 810 here. Good distribution of liquidity. $67.90 in the S&Ps is going to be that line in the sand now. Looks like Nvidia is still holding it up above the VWAP. VWAP right now right around 185.75. Very thin market still because there's not a lot of news coming out today. We only have a 3 and 6 month bill auction. Pretty much it. I'm not aware of any other news releases that are going to be coming out today. $67.90, back where we are now. Continues to be the line in the sand. We had a big order up there that they pulled that was like about 200 contracts. In about 7.5 minutes, we will see what the bottom of the hour brings as far as liquidity goes. Yeah, I don't know if Bookmap's data has been fixed yet for Bookmap. This right now on your screen is the rhythmic data, so That's what I've been using. Rhythmic has been great. And Rhythmic you can purchase from Bookmap's website if you go to the marketplace section and you go to market data. Yeah, we could have the government shutdown come to an abrupt end and government reopening. That would be a big deal. I could see that being a huge, huge deal. Right now, probing for buyers above 67.90 if we have any. Nvidia has kind of settled in right above VWAP. It's kind of testing to see whether or not that's going to hold. Decent liquidity on either side of Nvidia. Definitely doesn't feel like an October market still, due to the government shutdown, lack of data. Definitely feels a lot less like a October market. Seeing some bids showing up here at 25,220. Really, all the only out of all of the equities of the Mag 7, they're really the only ones that are moving are AMD and Nvidia right now. That's pretty much it. Thanks, QQ, for the gifted. Appreciate you. You sold AMD for a $100 loss at 164? No way. That's a shame. What can we say about that? Why'd you sell? What was the reason for selling? Let's do an over-under for 9 a.m. We gotta wait until 8:30 though. AMD giving Nvidia some stiffer competition. Well, they're keeping it in the family. CEO of Nvidia is related to the CEO of AMD, believe it or not. It's crazy. Three and a half minutes now to the bottom of the hour. Really curious about what that flow will bring. Right now, 67.90 and 25.220 are both the areas to watch. Nvidia coming back below the VWAP here. We'll see if 8:30 changes anything. I just wonder what's going to happen today with the limited amount of news, if we're even going to get anything tradable past like 10 a.m. What's up, Yolanda? How are you? So bottom of the hour is going to be pretty telling. Right now, seeing some equities starting to roll over here. I will be excited when we have back to regular, just 8:30 news, some nice things that we can trade versus just kind of up in the air markets here. I'll be very excited when we get that. We got Apple pulling back, Google slightly pulling back, Meta slightly pulling back, Nvidia back underneath the VWAP. So we shall see. Not a fan of all-time high trading. Yeah, and it makes it even more difficult when you don't have any news. No news catalysts that are coming out in the early session. Do you know if Apex PA accounts have a time frame you have to trade like funding ticks? No, they don't. They're very open-ended with that, and you can email them to let them know, like if you're going on an extended vacation or something like that, but there's nothing that I'm aware of, like on funding ticks where you have to trade them once every 7 days. Nothing that I'm aware of for that. All right, less than 30 seconds. We'll get that prediction ready to go here. We'll do by 9 a.m. So coming back down here. See if there's, in 10 seconds, a big old push coming in. Besant is going to remain as the IRS commissioner indefinitely, according to news reports. So pulling back here, back to that 2510 area where we found some liquidity earlier. 8:30, I would have expected quite a bit more movement than this. Very slow here. Starting to roll down. Nvidia is still under some pressure. I think we could probably make it down to maybe previous week high or Monday high. That would be an interesting area right here. Just above 180. Right now, just pulling back. What's the temp in Vegas right now? It's pretty cold. 60 degrees. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna give you folks 5 minutes for this prediction. To gamble your channel points. There you go. Rips, I was on a trip last week. I downloaded every one of your shorts and watched them on the trip. Super thanks. 300 of them or something. That's awesome. That's a lot of rips. That's insane. 300 shorts, my goodness. It's warmer in New York than it is in Vegas right now. It's wild. So there's a little slight push up here right around 200, but we're running into topside liquidity. Be curious to see if we actually reverse from here. I just feel like we haven't slammed into like super heavy bids. We're seeing some drift down from Apple, Meta, Google, Nvidia right now. AMD probably pulling back as well. It's one I don't have on my Mag 7 watch list. No, actually still going. Wow. AMD doesn't have a huge influence on the movement of the NQ. Doesn't hold a lot of the weight that you'll see from like Google and Nvidia. If we reclaim, I don't know, where would be a good reversal point here? Maybe reclaiming like either control right around 195 or 185 if this trajectory continues. Because right now there's just a lot of overhead supply on every little push up. So that's what I'd be looking for. How was your weekend? Very relaxing. Got to go to dinner with some friends on Saturday, but overall very relaxing. Tucking into a little bit of bids here, but again, a lot of overhead supply on every single bounce is keeping this thing pushed down. The fact that we are seeing equities rolling here. I should have put a train on. I tried PWH earlier, and here we are. Previous week high, yeah. Can always put it on now, depending on what you're feeling. Yeah, I'm curious about this hold at 200. I'd love to see it pull back to like 195, if anything. But we shall see. I want to try resizing this screen so I can fit more of, always having to pull down on this thing to fit more of it. All right, 200's currently holding. There's, again, like on the S&Ps, there's still so many offers that are showing up as we do push back up here. 200 EMA pullback for any longs for me. What's the 200 EMA on your chart? You can see how much overhead supply there is when we push up. 184, okay. Yeah, that coincides with right around this Monday high area. Makes a lot of sense. Prediction points are closed. Let's see what you folks thought here. Wow, actually overwhelmingly, well, not. 51% are saying to the upside, 49% are saying to the downside. This is gonna be interesting, I think. Apple, Meta, Google, and Nvidia all still kind of rolling here. Just a little bit roll. I think it has in the S&Ps at least another, if it's going to continue to roll, 5-10 handles. NASDAQ could roll another 15 to 20. So on every single time that we are pushing down, you can see on those little micro pops, it's being received by thick offers. So that's going to continue this pressure to the downside here. What's up, Amateur Genius? Oh, George Marco getting the legendary 50K Tradeify growth account. Very nice. What's up, Joe B? So pulling some liquidity there just underneath the previous day and previous week high. Not seeing any kind of reversal yet in equities. What's up, Ronto? Second week here. Nice to have you with us, Joe. YM is a range trader's dream from last night until this morning. Curious about what's happening in gold, too. That looks messy. Still looking for that coveted 4K, huh? Very messy. Let me see. I wonder if I can make this any smaller. Is that better to see on your screen like that? Is that better? Because we get more of the chart in, or is it too small now? Okay. Yeah, it was kind of annoying me. Rumors China buying GC in the physical market for a few days now, according to our metals guy. Interesting. Did you ever trade this price action with a Percy or momentum not fast enough? No, never. Because you can just have one small little catalyst come out and displace everybody. I'd rather trade on that catalyst versus the drift. Do you know what I mean? So we are settling right around that previous day high right now. Sellers are kind of stepping off, at least, you know, slamming into the bid. We still see a lot of people on the offer here selling, so we'll have to see. See if it kind of reverses from here. We'd have to see a bounce from equities, which we're still not seeing outside of Apple. So we saw a little bit of a sell there, but we're seeing some absorption on the bid. I think this makes a lot more sense down at like 185, 180. If it gets down there. S&P is still under pressure as well. George, for your code, all you have to do is just DM me a screenshot of your redemption and your Kick username and all that. Just send me a screenshot. DM me, and I'll send you the code. Is Footprint something you recommend to people to learn to read charts better? I used to use Footprints. I mean, they're great. You always want to be looking for a strategy that works specifically for you, you know? Something that fits into your specific style of trading and strategy. You know? So if Footprints make sense to your brain and how you perceive the data, then keep using them. For sure. 100%. How many days a week do I work out? 3 to 5, depending on how busy I am. But usually 3 to 5, somewhere in that range. Still pushing down here. Be curious to see if we make it all the way down to that Monday high. And Google's still under pressure. Apple, Nvidia, Meta. Still the names where we're seeing some downside pressure here. Do you lift heavy? Depends on the day, right? Just depends on the day. What made you want to trade momentum with size as opposed to sizing down and holding for larger moves? Was it just personal preference? It's what has worked for me over time, so. I'm not a big strategy hopper. I want to lean into what's working specifically for me and trade that. Problem with gold now is $50 is 1%, so the big boys don't care about that. But it will slap the butt of the day traders. Gotcha. Any recommendations on working on my entry strategy? My general idea and trend of the market is usually right when my entries are usually garbage. Backtest whatever your entry strategy is. See what you can refine. It's got to be something. Make it refinitive. How's that Monday high? If today's Monday and the high was around 240, or am I missing something? Probably last Monday's high. Have you always traded momentum? No. Not always. So we've been consolidating here basically since right around the bottom of the hour and just chopping. Right underneath that previous week high, previous day high. 200 is the line in the sand. 67.90 is the reclaim point in the S&Ps. So we'll have to see where this goes from here. I think we'll probably have that decision towards the top of the hour. I'll be right back with you folks. Go grab myself some more bubbles. right, we are back. Do you know any good resources that will teach me how to read order flow? Something like how school teaches from the ground up? No. You just have to pull up the time and sales, pull up the depth of market, record your screen, go back and watch at key areas of the market, and watch what happened, and take it from there. That's pretty much it. 9 a.m. coming in about 7.5 minutes here. See how that brings in potentially some more flows. Right now, some very heavy offers at 67.85 in relation to how much activity we've seen in the last 25 minutes here. So that almost pulled back exactly to that Monday high area. So you can see there in the S&Ps, about 700 orders are being stacked above here, kind of keeping the market at bay. Meta continuing to roll, Google as well. Apple making a stand here, right around 258. News website. Here. Oops, that didn't work. There you go. Excuse me. Woke up because I couldn't sleep and bought that long from 190 to 240. There you go. Very nice. Sick trade. Channel points are going to be awarded here at the opening candle of 9 a.m. We are pushing up towards that line in the sand, which is 205. So you can see all of that overhead supply right now in the S&Ps not really being touched. It is real because when it does go up into that area, they're not pulling those orders. We did take out, looks like about 750 contracts there, just underneath 67.85. Be curious to see if it pushes back down here to Monday's high. Equity's still rolling. There's still a lot of downside potential here. Just kind of chopping around. Kind of expanded the range a little bit here. Makes me wonder if 67.85 is going to be taken out or not. How many icebergs are in there too? Those orders at 67.85 just got pulled, so curious to see if it's 4 ticks away if we step into that and they start to show up again. But weird that they just pulled them like that. Maybe they just understood that we're just not going to push up to that level. Well, if we could get those likes up on YouTube, we can definitely stay live today on YouTube. Just need 250 likes. We can keep the stream up on YouTube this morning. Back ribs took a 3-month hiatus break, trying to get my mental back in the game, taking too many losses. I like the break. It's a good thing to be doing. Taking breaks is, I think, key to being successful. I think that's a big part of it, taking breaks. My volume profile is whatever's visible. It's a visible range volume profile. So it will change based on what's on the screen here. So when we're zoomed into what we're watching, it gives us an accurate profile for what we're watching. Have a break coming up, 9-day vacation with a wife to celebrate 20-year anniversary. Congratulations, Justin. Lovely. Looks like the unders are going to take that. Congratulations to the unders. There we go. Unders have been paid. Let's do another one for 945. So you can gamble again. We'll do 945. Give you 10 minutes to vote on that one. We'll pay that one out in 45 minutes. Just been in this choppy zone now for feels like ages. Basically 30 minutes of chop. Not seeing a lot of activity from any of the equities still. We're seeing them kind of roll over, but it's not forceful. Find the VRVP is useful during lower 1 minute time frame or just higher time frame analysis. It's good at whatever you're viewing. It's the point of it. It's visible range. You're collecting data on whatever is in your viewport. Time frame is irrelevant. Nice work there, SW. Nicely done. Yeah, showing a thin order book still on either side. A little bit of liquidity to the low side. You think that watching Tesla and Nvidia is enough to trade NQ? And you don't have to watch either of those if you don't want to. You can watch whatever you want. You're going to be missing a picture. If you're trying to like follow all of the Mag 7, you're going to be missing quite a bit of that picture, of course, right? Because you're missing Google and Meta, missing Microsoft, you're missing Apple. If that's the question, you know, is that enough? I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. Need Trump to start tweeting something? Yeah. Just kind of slowly drifting out of this range now. Back to the Monday high. $67.80 showing some bids here. See what the potential is as we are continuing to drop lower. And there you go, big burst of liquidity there. Wow, some news, some type of news coming out. Not really sure, not hearing anything on the squawks yet. Nothing. No news. So we swept that Monday high and immediately reversed. Google launching an activated partners program. I don't know what that is. Huh. Google did not pop on that, no. I have no idea what that's even about. Activation partners? Oh, let me see what this... See what this is all about here. They're just, yeah, that's not big news at all. They're just increasing eligibility for people in certain countries. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to help. YouTube as a streaming platform has been pretty lackluster, easily exploitable. A lot of people view bot on YouTube. It's extremely easy to view bot on YouTube. Basically just embed your stream on a view botting site and YouTube can get 6,000 concurrent viewers that don't chat. Extremely easy to exploit that. What's up, 7A Rook? We saw a big pop there on Nvidia there, but nothing I'm seeing as far as the catalyst goes. How do bots help a stream? Well, you can go to like affiliate partners and lie about your numbers and try to get better deals for yourself, which you'll see a lot of streamers doing. Do you think watching? Yeah, we already answered that. Feel like there will be a lot of back and forth on the open. Maybe. We'll see. Potentially. Right now, just still in this zone. It's just expanding this zone of chop here. You think there will be poker prop companies popping up? Nah. I doubt it. There are gambling prop companies. Yeah, those are just, I mean, they've ran the numbers on those and it's tremendously awful. It's really bad. Isn't selling action kind of the same thing as prop? No. So we are just still dancing around here. Hopefully the open gives us something to trade. Be lovely. No news Monday. Thankfully we have a little bit of news tomorrow. Tomorrow's news we have, not that much. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be super boring too. TIPP economic optimism. Not really gonna be a big deal. Get some Fed speak tomorrow. Doesn't start until 10. Wednesday dead again. FOMC meeting minutes will be released, I hope, but nobody cares. Maybe we get jobless claims on Thursday. Maybe. And then on Friday, University of Michigan sentiment. But man, what a boring week. If you're looking to take a break from the markets, this is the week to do it, pending whether or not the government reopens. Wow, prediction is exactly 50-50. 2-1 on both of them. It's crazy. 101,000 channel points gambled. Spaceman settings, go ahead and take a screenshot. Just pause the video, go back, pause it, take a screenshot. News data will be interesting this week, yeah. No news. I just wonder if there's going to be any opportunities. Yeah, this is pretty terrible price action right now. Not much to trade. Just got to be patient. Kind of wicking both sides right now of this little channel that we're in. I wish there was something to trade, but what are you gonna do? Just wicking both sides up and down here. Got about 5 more minutes until we decide whether or not we're going to keep the YouTube stream active. Remember, 250 likes keeps it active. That's all you need, 250 likes. If not, we'll just stay live on Kick, as we do every single day. 3-inch putt above 200. I mean, there is no 3-inch putts in this tape right now. This is dog food. Total trash. And you know, if you're on YouTube right now, you don't get enough likes to get on to the stream, all you have to do is go over to Kick. It's a lot better. Get free stuff just for watching on Kick. There's 0 ads. The stream quality, I think, is much better. It's a win-win. I'll be right back with you folks. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are back. Looks like another 30 seconds to go. Doesn't look like we got the likes that we needed on YouTube, so we're probably just going to continue over on Kick. Get in there early. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. I'll be back tomorrow on YouTube. If you want to continue to watch the extended stream, it's free. It's over on Kick. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Bye-bye.